From your party's perspective, what happened yesterday?
Thank you very much, Phebean. Let me first of all say what happened yesterday as far as the number of people that we noticed were on the streets, confronting the police. It's unfortunate, and we wholeheartedly, as a political party, condemn it. We know people have the right to protest, but I mean, we are also aware that there are laws and there are ways you go about it. We, contacted the police, by the way, because prior to the meeting, we had intelligence and we saw several, social media posts asking for people to storm the party office with the intention to disrupt the meeting. And we, as an executive, felt very much obliged to contact the police because, one, we did not want disruptions of the meeting because we feel the meeting was very important. We had to engage the international moral guarantors to abreast them with how far we have gone with the implementation of the Agreement for National Unity, and then also which structures we have put in place for the implementation of the tripartite recommendation. So we did not want interruptions. And prior to even the meeting starting, we heard that people had gathered at the party office or surroundings around the party office, and they were confronting the police. So by the time some of us got to the party office, the police had already dispersed, and we heard that some were arrested. So we engaged the police. Those who were arrested, were later on released. But of course, the incident was not something we supported as a party. It is unfortunate, and we, just want to thank the Israeli police for their timely intervention.
People don't just get up and show up to a protest. It must have been planned, communicated, incited or ordered by someone. Who put that protest together?
It is difficult to tell who exactly, but we know that people have been sending out posts, and on social media randomly. A lot of them, in fact, some of them do not even live in this country. They live abroad. But of course, we also have video footages of, people driving in to Freetown in a minibus, calling themselves Defense for Samara Kamara. So it tells you that those people may not have been residents of Freetown. They may have come from outside of the city, because clearly, when you see the video, you can tell that these people were coming from elsewhere and not necessarily from the city of Freetown. So you're right. People may have planned this, and because we knew the gravity at which they wanted to take this, which is why as a party we called on the law enforcement to maintain law and order around our party office, because we also needed the public to know that these may not necessarily be members of the APC. They may be people who have been hired, for them to come into the city and cause mayhem and then present our party in a bad light, which is why we didn't want to handle it on our own. We wanted the law to take its course. We communicated what the meeting was about. We communicated to our membership and our supporters to stay calm, to stay home, and we will communicate the outcome of the meeting to them, which is what we are doing now as we promised.
Sidi, whether or not all those members or all those people who were there with the placards yesterday are members of the All People's Congress, it still leaves the fact that there are still some members of the APC who feel that there's electoral injustice. How much have you done as a political party to quench the fire?
Phoebia, no one is denying the fact that what happened in 2023 as far as they relate to our elections, is unacceptable by any standard. But of course, you know, the leader himself by then, who was our presidential candidate, you know, was the one that decided to sit with President Bio and take a part of dialogue because, you know, according to him, this country needed peace and cohesion. And we gave him 100% support as a party. We all got involved with the peace process. We all got involved with the dialogue process. And agreements emanated from that dialogue process, which is now known as the Agreement for National Unity, which has 8 resolutions. And within those 8 resolutions also, we had a resolution that is looking at electoral reforms, which is Resolution 3, which is now known as the Tripartite Committee. So we've had all of these. Our responsibility as a party and as leaders of the APC is to ensure that we honestly and sincerely communicate the outcome of those agreements to our membership and to let them know exactly what entails in those agreements. And that is where some of us are lacking, including, I will not be hypocritical about it, including our presidential candidate. I think, you know, that is where the problem lies.
So has he been one of those communicating different message?
I think he has not communicated as succinctly, as simply and clearly like the rest of us in the party.